Hello, everybody. Wonderful to see you here again. I am Susie Valentine. I am a spiritual teacher, a psychic, a Theta Healing master, instructor, and I do channeling of starseeds. Today, we're going to do a free psychic reading session for you. So, if you have any questions, you can ask them either via the live chat, or if you want to have any of your questions answered in a future session, go to susievalentine.com and submit your question there for the next Monday session. That can be very helpful if you can't watch it live, so you can watch the replay, but you have your questions submitted already. All right, so when I do psychic readings, it doesn't mean it's the highest truth. What it means is I scan your energy and I let you know what direction your energy is going into. Does that mean that you can change your future? Absolutely, because your future is really dependent on the decisions you're making, the beliefs you're holding. When you shift beliefs, like with Theta Healing, we do subconscious belief work, and you shift beliefs, then you're shifting your future again. So even if you get information that might be a little different than what you want, it can actually be really helpful to take that information and say, hey, my information is going in that direction, but actually I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in that direction. So what specific actions can I take to actually shift my direction? So I go into a direction that I really want to go in. Does it make sense? And I hope that helps as well. Okay. We are going to start with doing some psychic readings and answering the questions of you guys. And thereafter, we are going to do a meditation, a Theta Healing energy clearing meditation. And today it's going to be about finances. All right. So let's start. We're going to start with the chat. So, Sanja, any guidance to what I can... any guidance so that I can come out of the pause that I have been in for the last 2 years to recover from Graves' disease, please? I'm listening to my body and learning the lessons. Thank you. All right. Let's have a look for you. Just to be aware, I'm using the Theta Healing technique to be able, so I connect to source energy, and from that perspective, I'm scanning your energy. Yeah? This works if you watch the replay or if you're here live, both works well. Let me have a look for you, Sanja. Okay. Sanja, you have been here several times and you've been asking quite regularly questions. And the first thing that I'm seeing in your field is actually you are taking action on some of the answers because your energy feels a little lighter. It's transforming bit by bit. And you're taking it seriously. You're doing some of the inner work. You've actually sat down and did some of the inner work. There's a little bit more that can be done there. But you have taken some action on that. And I just want to say that's great because you're really, you're taking ownership of your direction in life. Okay. The next thing is allow yourself to be a little patient. What I'm being shown is when you have the earth and you have the soil and the seed is being planted and the seed's trying to come up. It's trying to come up and you're watering it. You're doing the right thing and it's coming up. But you don't get results necessarily always right in that moment. So it's coming to the surface, but you're not seeing that result yet in the way that you want to see it. And the message that I'm getting is keep going, keep nurturing that seed, keep being there, keep the sun shining on that seed so that seed can actually then come up through the surface and start becoming a plant. Now, when the seed is still underneath the earth, it needs lots of nurturing, it needs lots of taking care of. When it then comes out, it's very fragile. It's very fragile at the start, and over time it strengthens. Over time it grows stronger. But when you put it down, when it's fragile, it dies straight away. So what I'm hearing here is keep nurturing, keep keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing the inner work. Keep listening to your intuition. Keep listening to your body. Don't let yourself be put down if you don't see results straight away. It's really like you're nurturing yourself. You're taking the action for you. And this is not just for you. This is for a lot of people who are watching, by the way. You're taking the action for you to feel better, for you to strengthen that intuition muscle, for you to become more of your authentic self and let go of the expectation of the outcome. Yes, set your intention. Yes, focus on the direction where you want to go to. But let go of it has to be within this time frame. It has to be this specific thing. It has to be the way I want it. Let go of that controlling energy and take the action, set the intention, and then let go of the outcome. Because the divine energy, creator energy, will know what is right for you. And keep nurturing that. Have that patience, and it's very likely that things will start and keep unfolding better and better for you. I hope that helped you. Okay. The next person. Ascending Universal Butterfly. Susie, can I have a message from the guides, please? I assume you mean your guides, your spiritual team, like the guides in your spiritual team. So that's what I will do. Okay. The first thing that I'm hearing from your guides is you are not listening. Sometimes you listen, but there's a very important message that they're bringing across already several times to you, and you're not listening to it. Even though it's important. You need to go within. You need to actually address some of your feelings, some of your fears, to get them more in balance instead of them what I'm being shown is sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you get into a phase where fear really takes the upper hand, and it's almost taking over a bit, and that's going to be like a downward spiral. There's more anxiety, there's more fear, and it impacts your mental state at that moment. And what I'm being shown is step back, do some breathing or meditational exercises, and then you need to go and do some of the inner work. And when I talk about inner work, I mean, what emotions are you feeling? Why are you feeling these emotions? Do you dare allow yourself to feel what emotions are coming to the surface? Or do you kind of disregard them or push them away? Explore the emotions. Discover, almost like go into a discovery journey. Why do you have them? How are they benefiting you? Even the negative emotions are benefiting you in some kind of way. When you go into that like discovery, then you can get to know yourself better, and you can make more conscious decisions of which emotions do you want yourself to be distracted, or do you want yourself to be guided by? Are these the positive ones? Are these the limiting ones? Are these the negative ones? Because so often some emotions take the upper hand that we don't necessarily want them to take the upper hand. And it's like, hey, when you can become more aware and become aware of the patterns, then you can let that go, let it flow through, let it release again, and then you can decide which emotions you want to be steered by, be guided by, which beliefs you want to be like directed by. And that's kind of the message that your guides have for you. And yes, you have been doing work on this already, and yes, you have been looking into this, but they're telling me a level deeper is required to avoid more uncertainty, more instability. And then there might be some situations that are happening, and be aware, it's not about the situation. It's about how you deal with a certain situation. Okay. That's what I'm getting from your guides at the moment. I hope that helped you. Okay, next person. Lotus of Serendipity. Hi, Miss Susie. Any message I need to hear from my angels? Many blessings. Okay, let's have a look. There's a lot of proudness energy from your angels. They're very much supporting you. They're very much with you. And the main message is keep following your intuition. Keep following it because you're picking up on it more and more and more. And keep going with that because that's the way how they are able to communicate with you, how they guide you. And yeah, they're proud that you're really like opening it up more, allowing it more, listening to it and taking action on it. So yeah, keep going that way. Ascending Universal Butterfly, thank you so much, Susie. So helpful. I'm glad that's helping you. And like keep it up. You're doing a great job. And that's for so many of us. We're being guided to the inner work. We are maybe showing some resistance to it, or we try to avoid it or do a little bit and then step out of it again. Hey, I've done it. Tick the box. Right? And there is an overarching message of no, it's a process. It's a journey. And that journey isn't a box ticking journey. It's a journey of integrating it in your way of living. And it's a journey of exploration. It's a journey of adventure. It's a journey of getting to know you better, of who you are. And that's a fascinating journey if you're open to it. So yeah, you're doing a great job. Keep it going. And yeah, you'll pick up more messages. Okay. Next person. Loads of serendipity. Hi, Susie. I'm very grateful for the message. Thanks, Kylie. You're very welcome. Okay. Let me do just a quick rinse and energy clearance. Okay. I'm also being guided. Like anybody who's watching can create a clear energy, can create a rinse your energy and cleanse it. If you want that, you can just say yes. And then we fill it up with unconditional love, or creator fills it up with unconditional love, with balance, and with some of the joy and sunshine to shine brightly in the way that resonates with you and what that feels like. Would you like that? Just for everybody if you want to. Permission is required, so you need to say yes if you want it. Beautiful. Okay. Next person, Sparkles 11. Hi, Susie. I have a question about my motivation levels. Sometimes they are higher and sometimes I feel very stagnant. Can you see what's happening? Absolutely. And thank you for the guidance as always. Let's have a look for you. Okay. This is something that can be so relevant for so many of you watching because there's a bigger shift happening on Earth in the way how humanity is being guided and how humanity is being steered. So there's a bigger shift already of like not being so much in the head, shifting more to your heart because of your intuition. Your intuition is your strongest guidance, right? Your head is so limited by what you know, what your view is, and it's like that, and it can't pick up all these other things. Whilst your spiritual team, your higher guidance, even your higher self can view like the entire situation from a helicopter perspective. So they have a much broader perspective and can see things already ahead that you can't see from here. And that higher guidance and the spiritual guidance is coming mostly through your intuition. And sometimes they have some messages and you pick them up when you are more in your heart center. Yeah. So that's one thing. Then the head is trying to fix and resolve much more from like a limited perspective. So that's why we're being guided out of our heads into our hearts. Now we still need our heads and we still use it in situations, but it shouldn't be the only thing, and it shouldn't necessarily be the final decision making. It should be a balance in a way that feels right for you. And then with relation to like motivation, so this is something that more and more and more people are discovering. when you are very motivated about something, it's almost like the energetic pathway is opening up for you to head into that direction. And you're excited and you're motivated, and everything flows. And that's like a confirmation or a synchronicity that that's the direction to travel into for that moment. It doesn't mean that it stays that way. It's just for now, that's the direction to travel into. And then maybe that motivation drops. And that can be a sign of, hey, take a little pause. And this is where over time you become more aware. What is procrastination and what is resistance and what energetically feels like flow or synchronicity. You need to try things out. And the more you try, the more you do it in an awareness state. So being aware instead of just going on like autopilot. You will start picking up the fine energetic differences between these three different things. Like, when am I procrastinating? When am I resisting? Or when is the energy flow just going into a different direction? And then you might just go and have a high motivation for this. Then that motivation drops, but you start getting motivated somewhere else for something else and takes you in this direction. And you act upon that. And then at some point that drops again, but this motivation is getting higher again. And then that's going further. Let me give you an example. So I used to run a business. I'm still running it, but it's kind of on pause at the moment, called From Head to Heart. Theta Healing training business, right? And we did it for years. It was the most fabulous thing. And I really loved the modality. And we did it from like an alignment energy, but we still use some of that pushing masculine energy. And on some level that resonated, but on other levels it didn't resonate, because I was transitioning from a corporate world where that's very strong to more of like a spiritual feminine energy, getting the right balance between the masculine and feminine energy. So that was a mixture of both. And then now I'm setting up this new business, SusieValentine.com. And I needed to create a new website. In January, I already started it, did a little bit. And whenever I had, my main intention was, I'm doing it out of synchronicity. I'm doing it out of motivation, or whenever the energy flows there. So there's moments that it really flowed and I did something. And then I had no energy for it. I just left it and did things I did have energy for. And then a couple of weeks later, energy burst again regarding the website, doing some more. Then it flowed up again. Then I was at work, another job I do for like 2 days a week because I love it. And there was not much going on. I said, hey, I'm going home. There's not much going on here. It's beautiful weather. I'm going home. And I had this burst to make the beautiful videos to explain Theta Healing to put on my website. They're not on yet, even though I did this like a month ago. No energy yet. And this morning I was like, oh, maybe I should put those videos on. There's energy again. So what that means, and this is like really allowing that higher guidance, your spiritual team, sometimes even other beings that are guiding you, to tell you when to focus on it, when to take a step back, when to focus on it, when to take a step back. And now I know what you're going to say. But I have all these responsibilities, or I need to deliver these things, or I need to do it within a certain time frame. And that's where the belief work comes in. The healing belief work, or looking at your own belief systems. Where are you limiting yourself? Where are you blocking yourself? And when you start working through these beliefs, you will see that a beautiful pathway opens up so you can do things in synchronicity. You can do things in alignment with you. And it doesn't all have to be done straight away. You don't need that pushing energy. Yes, I've had several messages from people. Your website is a bit confusing, or it isn't. Mostly my dad, actually. My dad really wants it to be perfect. And I love that. And he's good nudge sometimes as well, to keep me accountable. But it's also like, hey, society, what do they expect? To, hey, what feels right for me? Where is that balance? Am I being steering too much to society and what other people say? Or do I stay true to myself and my own energy? And this is what I see for you, Sparkles 11. It's about daring to following your energy flow. Where you are, where you're feeling, and play with that. See how that goes when you do it. See how it goes when you don't do it. What is the difference? How do you feel? What are the results? I hope that really answers your question. Am I a master in this? Absolutely not. But I have been doing this more and more and more over the last 24 months. And it's interesting how it evolves, how constantly beliefs need to be shifted, because beliefs come up, they stop the energy flow, they stagnate. And then it's like, hey, why did that happen? And then shifting the belief, and then another pathway opens up again. And a little bit of that virtue of patience. Okay, if there are any more questions from Sparkles 11 or anybody else around this, let me know, because this is such an important topic. It's such a big shift that is happening on Earth. And when you are able to step into that bit by bit to the amount that feels right for you, then you'll see it works. You'll see how beautiful things unfold that way. But it's a process. It's a journey again. Okay. Right. Next one. Emma. Hey, Susie, I've been given additional responsibility at work and it feels like it should be a short-term thing, as I'm not excited to do it long-term. How is it reading in my energy? Thank you. Okay. Emma, it feels like there's some resistance you need to clear. You're definitely meant to do this project. There's some incredible learnings around it. There is some acceptance around how the corporate world functions, how the corporate world does things that doesn't necessarily align with your viewpoint or what you find important and what your values are. But there is like some deeper learnings around accepting of older system, older ways, accepting your own values and what's important to you and not neglecting them, and then finding a middle path, finding like a way that can work for you both. Because from a higher perspective, in the future, this project is actually going to be very valuable for you, because the experience you're gaining allows, when you have your own business in the future, to find better middle grounds. You're going to get certain understandings. Don't judge them. Allow them to be for who they are. You can definitely have a lot more creative guidance coming in throughout the day when you feel some of the resistance, when you feel some of the judgment, when you feel like the negativity. Allow creative guidance, allow for creative perspective. You can write these perspectives down. But there are some learnings into it, and there are deeper learnings that also link to divine timings in the future, because there's going to be a bridge for you between corporate and spiritual work and art. I see like these three pillars, and in the middle is you, and you're doing some kind of advisory work, but you're also doing some crafting work. You're bringing these three things together, which is a rise of new structures, how businesses can work in new structures, how executives can work in new structures. That's enough for now, I hear. So embrace this project, and it will fade out of your life again when you've learned your lessons. I hope that helps. And there's always free will and intuition. If you really don't want to do it, you can reject it, you can stop it, and it will, the lesson will come in another way. But on the same time, I do hear it's an opportunity if it feels right for you. Okay. I hope that helped you. Who is next? Essence of Ethereal Serenity. Hello, ma'am. Could I know when I will be moving from my current location and what my new place may look like, please? Thank you. Okay. There's no guarantee here, but when I sense the energy, I hear like no move yet. No move yet. You're meant to like be in the area where you are for a little while longer. No move yet. What's the rest of the question? Okay. energy will open up to move when you're doing some more of the inner work. But unless you've done the inner work, okay, if you don't do the inner work, so don't look at your emotion, don't feel your emotion, don't do a little bit of discovery in there. You might do some courses into certain more alternative spiritual type of things, or you find your way. You might have some stuff online, there might be some type of meditation thing, but what would help is having a little notebook, writing down some of the feelings, some of the things you are experiencing. So unless you stop pushing away your emotions, if you move whilst you're still suppressing your emotions, you're going to the wrong direction. So this is what I'm being shown. So it almost feels like you need to do some of that inner work first, allowing your emotions to be what they are and discover them. Why are you having them? How is it holding you back? Or how is it influencing you? Which emotions really help you? Write about it, write how you feel, so you kind of let that energy flow more again instead of suppressing it. And once that energy is flowing more, it automatically pulls you and directs you into the right location for you, where you're meant to be. And then you're moving from a place of alignment. And that will allow you to flow a lot more and be more in balance. So I hope that really helped you. And the right way of doing the inner work will also come on your path when you set the intention. But starting with pen, paper, writing down your feelings, allowing to discover more about yourself, how you feel, what you might have been suppressing for a while, could be a good start. Yeah. Again, own decision on moving, etc. This is just what I'm picking up in your energy. It's not any advice. All right. Pure Love Essence. Would love a reading, please. Thank you. Pure Love Essence. Can you please let me know in what direction you want the reading, a little bit more specific? That would be helpful. Thank you. Essence of ethereal serenity. So appreciative of the guidance at your time, Mom, and for your reading. It resonates. I'm pleased it does. And I hope you take some of the actions and go and explore. Okay, Emma, thanks, Susie. Yes. I've been feeling so much resistance. I'm starting to settle into it, so I can see what unfolds and what I'm learning for this. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. And then Sweet Various, thank you. I'm indeed doing the inner work, lacking a bit of patience indeed, as I'm a bit worried when I don't see the results yet. Yeah, so think about the little seed and it's starting to grow underneath the surface. It's coming. Okay, Pure Love Essence, social services, meeting, moving out, and charity housing. Okay, again, it's a bit vague on what exactly you're looking for, but I will do a scan and let you know what comes up. Okay. What I'm picking up in the energy, it feels like you are being a bit in your own way. You're sitting in your own way. It's almost like you're resisting things. You are going against your own energy to a certain extent, and that makes the journey to getting where you want to get to significantly harder. There's resistance there, the constant fighting through it, really like with your elbows, almost like fighting through the denser energy, instead of just allowing it to open up by being more of who you are, by expressing more of who you are, not in a aggressive verbal expression, but more like, hey, let's go within. What am I feeling? What is really going on here? Why am I constantly experiencing some of the hurdles that I'm experiencing in life? Why am I attracting this energy, because on some level, everything is kind of a mirror in the energy, right? So the energy is you're sending out, only vibrational matches can kind of come back to you. So it's almost like, how can you raise your vibration a little bit so that the energy you're sending out is attracting more positive energy instead of more energy that is denser and heavier that you need to fight through. So yes, surrender, but more importantly is like focus on your intuition. What does your intuition feel like? What is your intuition telling you? How can you be more in tune with your intuition? Maybe do some meditation around heart connection. Just type it in on Google, see what resonates, and now use your intuition to find the right meditation, to find the right guidance for you. It feels like that heart energy is really wants to open up a little bit. It's almost like, and it wants to open up. It wants to like be able to flow. So start doing a little bit of meditation, start doing some more heart connection, start maybe doing a little bit of breathing into your heart space. And then thereafter, it's about some affirmations around how you can be more loving and caring towards yourself. Because when you're becoming more loving and caring towards yourself, others will become more loving and caring towards you. Yeah? I hope that helps. Okay. Smile Face W7B. Hi. Can I know when a new company is going to make me an offer of employment? Thanks. Okay, let me have a look. It doesn't feel that far off, Smile Face, but what I do hear is when you are open to it, like there is definitely that kind of energy hanging in the air, but on some level, you're not allowing it in just yet. And what I'm then being shown is there are some things that you like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, it only can be that way if I want to do it. Or it has, like, there's quite a firm set of rules for you that it has to be. And I'm hearing, dare to let that go a little bit. Allow that energy to space to open up, because and the reason of that is there's so much going to move in the next few years on Earth in the energy that allowing things to, like, not being so rigid and strict on what things have to be can take you in a different direction that could be very helpful for the coming few years to navigate that well and to have like the right opportunities come on your path, have the right experiences come on your path. That might not be the traditional ones or the ones you wanted to or expected to, but it might be just the things that you need or that could be super helpful for some of the changes that are going to happen on Earth. So what I'm being shown here, and again, it's your own intuition, it's your own decision, but let go of some of the rigidity of what the offer has to be. Also let go on a little bit of like the money it has to bring in. Of course, you need to be able to sustain yourself, but if it's a little different than what you want, it might still be worth taking that opportunity if the rest resonates with you, because other things can open up from that again. Yeah. And then really follow your intuition about what aligns for you. It's not necessarily the one with the highest money or the highest income. It's really like, hey, what resonates with you most, because that's going to set you up for success. All right, I hope that helped. Okay. Pure Love Essence. Okay, higher heart meditation for me again. I don't know what that is, but if that is something that you're intuitively feeling guided to, yes. I do self-affirmations every day, but I will do it again even more. Yes, self-affirmations is good, but you need to go a level deeper than self-affirmations, because self-affirmations, it's nice that you can say it, but if you don't believe it, if you don't feel it, if you don't live it, then you can say to yourself with affirmations as much as you want to. but the impact might be limiting. When you go a little deeper and really feel into things, allow yourself to connect to that feeling. What is that feeling? Or if there's an affirmation you really want, really allow yourself to feel into that affirmation, to feel it in your body, to allow it to flow in your body, these positive energies, and observe that. Go a level deeper there. That will help. Smile face, you're very welcome. I hope that helped you. Okay, let's do some of the questions that have been submitted through the website, through SusieValentine.com. Okay. The first one is Tanita. Will I find a job in the next month? I've been unemployed for some time now. Thank you. I hear about 70% likely. And that's all I get for you at the moment. So 70% likely, set good intentions. Put the intention, like be clear on what you want. Put the intention out. Take intuitively guided action. So actions that really resonate with your heart. Don't think about it too much. Intuitive action, take that action. And then let go of how it needs to come. Just trust it comes then. Okay. Joelle. Burned out in 2023. Can't return to my Theta Healing practice as before. I need an income and momentum. I've started going live again. But progress is slow. What should I do? Okay. Just to be aware, I'm not giving any advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just reading into the energy and let you know what I pick up. And if any of that resonates with you, then you can decide what you want to take from this. Yeah? Let's have a look. Okay, I'm here. I need to share a little bit of my story. So about a good year ago, I also took a step back from my Theta Healing business. I was overwhelmed. It was too much. It didn't resonate and it didn't flow the way I wanted to. Not because I didn't have clients. I had plenty of clients. But because it was overwhelming me, my energy, and I couldn't hold the space the way I want to hold the space. So I constantly heard, go into hibernation. And that's what I did. And we're like a good year further now, and I still teach very little classes. I kind of completely stopped teaching, and now I feel like I have some energy for it, and I'm contemplating going back into that space. By the way, I'm teaching starting DNA 3 in 2 days, which will be exciting. But from the beginning of the year, I started the new brand Susie Valentine and SusieValentine.com. And I got very strongly told, especially by the Zaladians, who are the starseeds that I'm channeling, you need to do it from your energy, not the same energy as you used to run your business from before. You've done a lot of belief work, you've done a lot of inner work, you've shifted so many limiting beliefs. And now it's time to really allow more of your authenticity to come out, more of your authenticity to shine through. And that's what will resonate with people. That's what will empower people. That's what will help people most. So I'm now doing the new business, SusieValentine.com, from a completely different energy. From an energy that's not pushing, from an energy that's not saying like, oh, this is what I'm offering, please come, or I can help you in this way. I'm really doing it from flow, and it's much more contribution based, and it's much more knowing that after each viewer, after each like, after each question, there's a real person, and there's a journey, and there is an entire like world out there after each individual who is maybe watching a video. So when you are saying, oh, it's not gaining as much traction, it's not about the number of views you're having. Each view is a real person behind the screen who watches you, whereby you could really make a huge difference in their lives. And so what I'm being shown, it's much more about how can you start doing what you love doing, contribute in a way you love doing. Of course, you're allowed to be remunerated for it, and you can charge for it in a way that aligns for you, and that's all good, and it's important as well. But how can you do it more from your energy instead of from an energy that you think will bring you success, or from an energy that is expected by society, or from an energy you believe you need to be in order to attract the clients that you want to attract? Because so often we wear different masks. We behave in a certain way, or we post a ton of times, ton of videos or posts or whatever on Instagram, YouTube, on Facebook, whatever the TikTok, whatever the social media is that is most popular these days, just to have your message out there, but does not have the right energy. Or you may be better off taking a step back and really feeling into, how do I want to run this business? How do I want to be a practitioner that is really helping others? What resonates for me? And when you step in more into your energy, and allow that to open up bit by bit in a way that feels right for you, it can really make significant changes. And then you don't need a huge amount of following, because the following that you will have will be people who deeply resonate with you, who you can really make a difference to. And when you build a business from that perspective, it's powerful. Feel if that resonates with you. Feel into that and see what you can take away from that. And then another thing that can be really, really helpful is maybe get a side job whereby the pressure is off of having to generate a certain amount of income through your business. Because when there's a big pressure on income levels, the energy often starts changing within the business. And you might lose a little bit of that complete authenticity, being your true self. Because there's this constant pressure of, I have to generate money. Yeah? Okay. I hope that helped you. Lisa, I'm in a big prof transition. I want to let go of my university workshops and want to do more Theta Healing and new dance business. How can this transition be softer and earning 8,000 euros per month? Let's have a look. What I hear is it's absolutely possible. Don't let go of the university stuff yet, because there's going to be a bridge, and a lot of university people can be great potential clients for your dance and Theta Healing. There's the bridge, there's an overlap, there's something that kind of can cover both grounds. So allow things to unfold a little bit there, and bit by bit weave in a little bit of more of what you're doing into the university workshops, so that this energy gets carried into there, and then that can come back towards your business again, because then there's a link and a reason for them to engage with you from your dance and healing business. So what I'm being shown is there needs to be a nice energy flow between the two. And that will come more and more when you allow it to open up more and more and let go of the fear of being shown by that. Okay. What's also interesting is you say you completely want to let go of your university workshops, but instead of completely letting it go, bring more of your authenticity in these workshops. Bring more of your true self into these workshops. If the people don't resonate with it, they might let you go. But then, you know what? You've been true to yourself. And if you're true to yourself and they resonate with it, they could be forming the main bulk of your clients for your new business. And you can be even more of your authentic self. Feel it feels right for you. Do it step by step, not like 180 degrees change all at once. step by step, bring in more of that energy, and you will see that it can really open some great opportunities for you there. I hope that helps. But the universities need more of the alternative spiritual healing, dancing, letting go, true self energy. So it could be a perfect match. You're welcome, Lisa. Okay, Tam. Would I be getting billions of dollars with great health? Any chance of traveling for pressure outside of the country? How can I heal from my pain? Let's have a look. Now, just for future awareness, we do like one question per person. These are a few too many questions. I'm just going to go into whatever is coming up. And yeah, let's see. Okay, money is a result of being more in alignment with yourself. And it shouldn't be like the main goal. Money is like a result of being more of you instead of it needs to be the main goal. Because if it's the main goal, it's almost like soulless. It's like empty. It's not gonna fulfill or satisfy you. Whilst if money is like a result of something that you really love, a result of a contribution you're doing, a result of like things you have done that you love doing, and money is a result of that because the service that you have provided, the product that you have provided is like resonating and really changing people's lives, that money is going to have a super high vibration. That money is going to like have so much gratitude in it, so much love into it, so much more authenticity in it. And then that money will go on to doing great things again with others because it's money with energy, it's money with a soul, it's money with like unconditional love within it. Instead of like, I need money as a goal, that's my main goal, that's what I want. It's completely different energy and it's almost like empty. The money is not going to make you happy. Well, when money comes through true fulfillment, living your purpose, doing the contribution, serving in a way that aligns with you, that's going to be valuable. And then it finds a beautiful cycle of being reinvested or being spent in a way that's going to empower the next person and the next person and the next person. And then it has this beautiful trill of energy. So what I'm being shown here is change your focus instead of how can I get to how can I contribute? How can I contribute to others? How can I contribute to myself? How can I contribute and have more of this like flowing energy, synchronistic energy? Because that is going to have a ripple effect on many more and also brings you much more in alignment with you. And when you do that, you will see that there's more flow, there's more joy, the entire energy flows more. And from that energy, you'll see that pain in the body will already get significantly less because pain and illness and things like that can only happen when there's no proper energy flow. It's like it's a resistance, it's a lower vibration, it's a stuck energy. That's when the pain, that's when disease and stuff like occurs in the body. So I'm hearing here, focus on how can you serve, how can you contribute to others and yourself. That's the starting point. I hope that helped you. Okay, Samantha Walton, do you have a message for me? Please be clear on what direction, what question you'd like you have or you want the message to be about. And in the meantime, I'm just going to continue answering some of the questions that have been submitted through the website. Okay, the next person, this is actually Rishma. Sorry. Okay, Rishma, can I ask for a divine timing reading for my purpose? Thank you. Sure, let's have a look. Okay, when we talk about divine timing is something that your soul has agreed before it came to Earth. And it's something you will do. It can be a moment in time. It can just be like one sentence or a meeting with somebody. It can be a moment in time, or it can be a prolonged period of time. Usually for divine timings, your soul will have many multiple, easily 10, 20, 30 very short divine timings. I'm like saying something to a person, or it could be that you meet a person, have a chat, and you discover Theta Healing. That's what happened with me. And then Theta Healing is going to change your life because of the way you shift your limiting beliefs. That's what happened with me. That was a total divine timing thing. Because thereafter, I really shifted my life. It took me in a completely different direction from the corporate world to what I'm doing now and everything that's been in between and what's going to come next. So that's just that one meeting this person was a divine timing, because that led to me really contributing and being much more in alignment with myself. So divine timings are usually, and then you have prolonged periods of divine timings, which can be years. For me, teaching Theta Healing was a prolonged divine timing. I don't know if it's come to an end or if it's still continuing a little bit. But if it's going to continue, it's not going to be continuing as intensively as I've done it. So it will be courses, but way more spread out. Okay, so that's an example. Now, divine timings are often also like things whereby you might do things that you never believed you could do, or it might be way bigger than you could do. It might make a much bigger impact. Don't be afraid of that, because when it's a divine timing, you will do it when you're meant to do it, and it just will unfold. But what you can decide is how you're experiencing it and what you are going through yourself. And that's why clearing the beliefs around it and clearing the fears around it is important. So you can really enjoy your divine timings and do it with a wonderful energy. Okay, so what we are doing is we are doing the divine timing reading around your purpose for Rishma. Okay, what I'm hearing is it's coming. You're already going into the right direction. It will come on your path, but you can't know too much about it, because if you know too much about it at this moment, your fear and your limiting beliefs might actually reduce your speed to be able to get there. Because it's going to be a little bit more bigger and a little bit more impactful than that you think you might be able to handle. So I'm not being like this, what I literally get. I'm not being shown what it is exactly, because it's not the right time for you to know just now. But what I do hear is you're already moving into the direction of one of your next divine timings. You're preparing for it. You're already doing some of the inner work, and the inner work is important for you, to let it go smooth as possible. And at some point, it will really speed up. Things will really speed up in your life, and things fall into place so quickly. And then the moment that everything falls into place, it's like it's starting, and you are being way more balanced, way more flowy, and then you're almost like just stepping into it and surrendering into it. You'll do it from a place of joy, but keep on top of your fears and clearing your fears. Whenever you feel fears, keep clearing it. Like have a little booklet about your emotions or things. If you're a Theta healer, keep doing that belief work. So you can stay on top of those limiting beliefs and keep shifting it, because that will really allow you to thrive in your purpose. I hope that helped you. Okay. So we're gonna close the questions now for new people. Any questions you can put through to susievalentine.com. Submit your questions there for next week. By the way, if you're enjoying what we're doing, please give it a like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, whatever you want to do. I'm very grateful for your support there. And we're just going to do whatever is still in the chat. So we have Samantha Walton. I lost somebody very dear to me 2 years ago. I wanted to know if he is happy in the afterlife. Let's have a look. it feels like this person did have some like mental difficulties and quite a few challenges in their life when they are living. That's the first thing. Then after they passed, it feels like they really went through a journey of like self-awareness and learning around and reflecting on what has happened in their lifetime and why they experienced some of the real challenges and some of the suffering they experienced. It feels quite mental as well, like mental suffering, mental challenges, not opening up, very keeping it quite closed. And they've really done like a beautiful reflection on what they experience and how to deal with emotions and how to help with that. And they're still like evolving on some level to be able to then really support in the way of it feels like more like part of us being part of spiritual teams or guides to be able to help other souls and people in how to deal with some of their emotional challenges. That's kind of the circle I'm being shown. And the answer is quite short, like, yes, I'm happy enough. I'm happy enough, it's good, I'm happy enough. And there's still like this process of evolution and dealing with emotions from higher and higher and higher perspectives. I hope that helped you. Yeah. It's also interesting to thank you for that question, because it's interesting to see how some of these energies come through, and it can be so different depending on the person, right? And what they experience. So, Samantha, yes, spot on. Thank you for the confirmation, actually. Thank you. Okay. True. Good. Anything 7424, please submit your question through susievalentine.com, and we're going to do it next year. Not next year, next week, because we've closed the chats for the questions. I'm going to do a little energy clearing for everybody now. It's going to be around finances. And then we're going to finish off for today because we're overrunning already. Yeah? I'm love to answer your questions. Go to susievalentine.com, submit your question there. I will answer it next week. You're welcome. Okay. All right. So thank you for all your questions. Thank you for trusting me to read into your fields and share what I'm being shown. You're very welcome. And it's time for energy clearing meditation. I was being very specifically shown today to do it around financials and about financing, finance, money, energy, and things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take about 10 minutes. We're going to connect up all together. I'm going to guide you up. We're going to connect to the theta brainwave, and then I will do a clearing meditation for you. Yeah? Don't do this if you're driving in the car or anything like that. But if you're having a silent space where you can sit and relax, then you can join me in meditating. Otherwise, you can just listening in. Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Relax. Allow the energy to come from the earth up to the soles of your feet, your legs, your upper body, your head, into a beautiful ball of light above your head. This ball of light goes high into the sky, goes past the universe, through layers and layers of light. Many bright lights and more bright lights keep going up. And it goes through a golden light. It goes through a jelly-like substance. It shines in all the colors of the rainbow. Into the sparkling white lights of the creator of all that is. And you go deep, deep, deep into this energy. Your bubble of light opens up and you become one with this beautiful unconditional love energy, the energy of creator of all that is. Can we start with cleansing your energy fields? And if you like that, you can say yes. Beautiful. Of course, this also works when you watch the replay. Okay, can we now scan your fields to identify what kind of energetic downloads and shifts we can do to really empower you, to upgrade your field, to create more balance? That's okay, you can say yes. And again, this also works when you watch the replay, because I'm already scanning your energy. Okay, there's a fear energy around financials that I see quite strongly. There's a fear energy around income. There's a fear energy around like innovation going too quickly. And it's like, where's my income going to come from? So let's ask Creator what downloads would really help to upgrade your energy field, to shift some things, to let go of these fears. Whatever you're ready to let go of. Okay. Can the Creator show you that humanity are beings who are always able to innovate, who are always able to find solutions, who are like excellent in evolving, and that it's safe to evolve and what it feels like to evolve, and how to evolve from a place of peace, how to evolve from a place of joy, how to evolve from a place of happiness and empowerment and focus and being, and what these things feel like. Would you like that? The download is only given when you give your permission. So it's your own free will. Keep breathing. Okay, can we complete any vows? Can the Creator complete any vows, those energetic contracts that stop you from finding solutions, that almost like hold you tight to money? The tightness, that's the thing that's limiting. So can we complete that? That you need to hold money tight? Can we complete any vows as energetic contracts that you're stuck to money? That you are imprisoned by money? That money is imprisoning you? That you need to be limited by money? That you need to suffer from money? Can we complete all of that through Creator? If you want it, you can say yes. And we release this energy. It completes through Creators from your field, and it be sent into Creator's light. And then feel this energy becoming lighter. Can you complete any vows as energetic contracts that money is a trap? That money is a trap for you? And that money will destroy your life? Can we complete all of that, please, through Creator? If you like that, say yes. Okay. And now let's bring in some energy, some positive energy. Can creators show you the highest definition of money? That money is like this neutral thing. You can give it your own interpretation. So the highest definition of money, how to enjoy it and empower yourself through it without being stuck with it or without it being stuck to you, but what it feels like to allow that money energy to flow, to come in to your life when it's meant to come in, when it to be spent and move out of your life when it's meant to come out, and how to be, what it feels like to be in flow with money. What it feels like to be in balance with money. What it feels like to empower yourself in a way that feels right for you and that you're worthy of that. And can we also show you what it feels like to be worthy of money and that you are? And you like all of these, you can say yes. Can the creator show you what it feels like for your intuition to guide you in life? What it feels like to trust your intuition without being naive. What it feels like to trust your intuition without giving your power away to others. And that you are worthy of trusting yourself and that you're good enough to trust yourself and your higher guidance and your intuition. And that is safe for you. Would you like to know what that feels like and that this is possible while still having free will? Whilst being able to take responsibility for yourself. What that feels like and that is safe for you. Would you like that? Oh, you can say yes if you want that and take a deep breath to really allow the energy to come in and balance in your field. Okay, now can we ask the creator to rebalance to perfect alignment the masculine and feminine energy in your life and in your field? If you like that, you can say yes. Beautiful. Relax, breathe. Okay, and then if you want, you can see yourself again in the sparkling white light of the creator. Do a little rinse there. Sparkly shower, a little rinse to cleanse your energy. Beautiful. And then let's ground. So allow the energy to come up from the earth through the soles of your feet, filling up through your legs, your hips, your upper body, all the way to the top of your head. And it fills up your body with unconditional love from Mother Earth and grounding energy to rebalance and ground you. And take a deep breath. Open your eyes. And if you want to, you can do an energy break, which means right hand, thumb down, left hand, thumb up, do a little rub. Your left hand pushes the energy away, and your right hand pushes the energy towards you. And then you zip up, just going from your root chakra all the way to your crown. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this. Please feel free to give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if this was helpful to you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you back next week for some more free psychic readings and an energy clearing at the end. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.